Hello and welcome back. Hope you're good, doing well. So we are having update on CAD yen. We were expecting CAD yen to drop, but before going to look at that, if anyone want to join us, just simply visit wave-trader.com, check the membership level, and if you're looking for further information, just fill that form and send that to me. Okay, now let's get back to the CAD yen. So here is the CAD yen. So we were expecting CAD yen to drop after the Bank of Japan tweak, all right, and so let's look at this, video analysis quickly first, and then we're going to move back to the
early morning call.
video. To the next update analysis. So, hello and welcome back. Hope you're good, doing well. So we're having update on CAD yen, not just update. By the way, we're having a nice setup over there on CAD yen. So it's just dropping. Move ahead. I'm going to movements. If you have seen my previous dollar yen analysis, you know that what has caused this move and what has caused that move. So policy tweak has caused that move. All right. So policy tweaked from Bank of Japan caused that, and right after tweaking the policy next day, they were Monday, yeah. So they were buying bonds again. They were trying to contain the inflation. So flexibility terms came in. I have explained that in my dollar yen analysis. So what you are looking, you're simply looking at CAD yen to continue to keep dragging lower all the way back to this previous low, or let me put some lines over there. So you are simply looking for this trade, the trade which is just already happening over there. So if I'm gonna show you different targets, then you're looking those targets. So yeah, so first of all, you're looking for a short-term target there within these areas, and the medium-term and longer-term target going to become after all the way within these areas. Okay, so that's what you're looking, by the way. So on lower time frame, the analysis is very much similar like the KVN. All right, so correct over there and drop or test that top and then drop to the downside. All right, so hope that makes sense, and you got the idea that what you are looking for. You're looking these trades, okay, these trades, and at the end to drop to the downside. Yeah. Okay, so thank you. Okay, so that was the previous video analysis, and we can see that we are having some nice pressure building over there on oil. Oil is dragging lower, and that is also causing weaknesses on the CAD. So we clearly can see that the move has already begun on the CAD yen, and the short-term trade which I was talking about in the previous video analysis is almost reached. Okay, we can see that the short-term target is almost reached. Okay, so we got a pullback and price had that and then dropped. So the short-term target is almost reached, but we are looking at least up to this previous low. Yeah, the wave to happen. So the move is still hasn't happened all the way up to this low. So yeah, let me look at here. So the bigger move, we are expecting it to all the way up to 94 areas, and medium term move to 104 area. So if you see that any pullback is going to happen on your lower time frame, like 30-minute time frame, then you're still expecting it to drop. All right, right now I'm anticipating it to just keep dragging lower, but in case if you don't see that and price is just going to pull back for another leg higher like that, again going to visit these areas, then you're still looking price action within these areas for short. All right, or if it doesn't visit that top, all right, and the price is correcting for another time, okay, and moving average is just coming over there, then you are looking for a breakout entry over there. We may not see that pullback, guys. I'm just anticipating we may not see pullback, and price can continue to keep dragging lower. In that case, you have to be into this trade on 15-minute time frame and need to sell those breakout from more downside. But as far as I can see that the trade hasn't completed yet, we are still far away from these lows, and price still can visit those lows. So if I'm going to pull out the Aussie yen chart, and we can see that the Aussie is very well ahead. All right, so Aussie yen is very well ahead, and let me go to slightly lower time frame. Aussie yen is just about to tag that low, right, and nicely went lower, all right, and breaking down towards this low. And we can see that the CAD yen is still behind, okay, and CAD yen still needs to keep breaking down to the downside. So We can see that the Nikkei index is also falling. Okay, equities are struggling. We can see that the equities are struggling too. So the risk of event which has been created by the Bank of Japan and the downgrading of the US credit rating causing indices to still struggle. So we clearly can see that the Nikkei index, let me pull out some moving averages on it. I'm gonna remove those fib lines, so I need to pull out some fib lines over there. So we clearly can see that the Nikkei index has clearly broken below this previous low. So if I'm gonna put a cross line over there and cross line over there, this is actually telling us that the equities are not doing good, all right, and struggling. So same date, all right, so same date, and this lag which came over there because of the bond buying from the Bank of Japan is buying bond, right? So they're still buying, but the pace or the quantity which they were buying before is not the similar. So they have bought bond twice in this week. They have bought bond with another $2 billion on Wednesday. So we clearly can see that market is not taking BOJ's bond buying as dovish anymore. So we clearly can see that so market is just looking for the Bank of Japan yield to tag 1%, and that's causing the Nikkei index to go down too, all right? And there are a couple of other factors as well which are playing out for the equities to go down, not just the BOJ policy. BOJ policy tweak is showing its sign, right? And on top of that, the downgrade in the US credit rating is also playing a role over there for the equities to go down. But here the point on this chart is that the Nikkei index has removed all these gains, okay, and broken below this previous low clearly. So this is a sign for us that the yen has to gain in coming days, all right? And the move which started from over there tagged the short-term target lower. So CAD yen still needs to keep dragging lower all the way up to this area.
Okay, so
similarly, if I'm going to pull out,
I'm going to stop here and
chart,
we're going to look at the updated now. Yeah, so the important, hopefully you got the idea there. Yeah, so this is the important part. So we got the next leg, and then it is setting up for that move. So we already got that move on the Nikkei index. Now let's get back to the CAD yen. So now we can see that the CAD yen, formed a nice 1 hour time frame correction or 30-minute time frame correction over there, and then drag lower. Okay, we were expecting here either go back up and test that top and then drop, or just simply correct over there and continue to keep dragging lower all the way back to this lower further downside. So we simply clearly can see that the CAD yen is just simply heading lower. Okay, if I'm gonna go to the 4 hour time frame, and we can see that the move is just simply heading lower there. So let me put let me place Uzi yen on it. Uzi yen drag lower, okay, but the drop is simply slowing down on Uzi yen, okay, but still we may see further downside on the CAD yen. All right, so the bigger picture is still same as you have seen in that video. What you're simply looking for, the move is simply slowing down, and we can see that the equities drop which we had over there because of the bad news we got already last week, right? So that's slowing down. Okay, so we may see slow drop on the CAD against the yen as well, or slow strength on the yen. So what you are basically looking for, you're looking for the CAD yen to break down, all right, break down and sharply break down. On short-term trade, you're looking up to these areas, and if if the breakout is going to be very, very aggressive, then you are looking to continue to keep dragging lower all the way. So if you want to chase that trade right now, which I would suggest you to not chase, but in case you still want to chase it, okay, you're looking entry somewhere there and looking for trade first of all this much, right? And in case if the drop is going to be aggressive, then you're looking like that. So for that trade, you need to manage your position really well. Okay, if it keeps dragging lower, you're staying in. If it is not, then you are getting out, not waiting for the price to stop you out. Okay, so you need to manage that position really well over there. So in case we get a more downside on equities, all right, and Canadians hold these areas, then you can hold that trade for a downside, okay, rather than, getting in, getting out. All right. So yeah, that's what you are looking on the CAD yen. All right. Thank you.